welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Isabella, or you can call me Bella, whatever you would like. But for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a story time on how I got jumped. This is a long story, so get your popcorn, get your maruchan, get your 𝒸𝓃𝓃𝓃, get your Sprite, get your water, whatever you need, and comfy up, get your blanket, get your pillow, like get whatever you need, because this video is kind of longish, but I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible. So subscribe, like this video. I'm about to get comfy. I hope you guys could hear me, because if you guys can't, then it's gonna be a bad video. But it all started when I could not keep my mouth shut. I'm just kidding. Well, that is the main reason. That is the main reason, but like, it's not how it started. Also, guys, I'm eating maruchan with a spoon. There's too many flies out here. I'm making maruchan with a freaking melted spoon, because I can't find a fork for the life of me. So we're eating maruchan with a freaking, wait, let's like taste test one. Fire. Anyways, but basically, so it all started when in my old town there's a bunch of elementary schools, but there's this one middle school. Like, it's only one middle school for the whole town. So every 7th and 8th grader gets sent to that middle school. And me, I thought I was going to that middle school, which I didn't end up going there for 7th grade, but I went there for 8th grade. But I thought I was going there for 7th grade, so I wanted to be friends with all the upcoming 8th graders, so I could like have friends next year. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was thinking something like that. So my smart head goes on Instagram and follows a bunch of people from that middle school. So I followed a bunch of people, and I ended up being friends. Is that an airplane? Airplane? Let's wait for that pass. I don't know if that's an airplane. Like, is that? Anyways, but my smart brain decided that that was the smart thing to do to make friends, which I now regret that. But that's what I did, and I ended up being friends with like some people, but they weren't the people I should have been hanging around with, because like, mind you, I was a 6th grader and they were like obviously older, but they were like, you know, which is cool. Well, it's not cool, but like, it's what they prefer to do, it's what they prefer to do. So that's what they were doing. And mind you, 6th grade me didn't know any of that, right? Well, I knew of it, but I wasn't trying to do any of it. Until I met them, I wanted to be the cool kid, you know, I wanted to fit in with them. So I started doing it as well. Well, I tried it with them, and I just kept doing it, like, as if I was cool, just to be cool. So I became close with them, and not only were they like, they were also not like the people I hung out with, either some were liked and some weren't liked, or some just did not like each other. So when the people that I became friends with didn't like each other, I would have to choose a side. And let's say like I chose this girl's side, and she was still talking bad about this girl, I would also talk bad about this girl with her. So when they became friends again, it was like, this girl didn't like me no more because I also talked bad about her. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know if it makes sense, but like, it makes sense. So basically, then I just started like, I had a big mouth and I couldn't keep it closed, and I would talk bad about people or whatever, and it caught up to me. So then a lot of people didn't like me anymore. Like, I had like no friends, like to the point where people were embarrassed to say they were cool with me because of how much I was not liked. People were actually embarrassed. That's so bad. People were embarrassed to say they were cool with me. Like, what? But yeah, they were embarrassed that they were cool with me. So like, that's how not liked I was. Oh my god, my sister's going. Pause. I'm gonna pause that. But anyways, so I just wasn't liked, you know. So this was all 6th grade. This was all 6th grade and summer of 6th grade. Yeah, this was like summer of 6th. Sorry, I don't know if it's like disgusting. I'm grabbing my food on my hand, but I don't have a fork, so be with me here.
You fucking this shit up.
Oh my god, I gotta stop talking for a second. My food's gonna get cold. Why is it like chunky? What the fuck? Anyway, my storage is literally trying to play games with me right now. But anyways, so when 7th grade, okay, so when 7th grade started, by the time 7th grade started, my mom didn't want me going to that school because she knew people did not like me. Like, she knew people did not like me. She knew people didn't like me, so she just put me to a private school. And the girls in the private school, they obviously either lived around my town, so they were gonna go to the carnival. And I was like, what the heck, I want to go to the carnival. Like, what the heck, nothing's gonna happen. Like, I was like, they're not gonna touch me, I'm gonna walk down and touch this and that. Oh girl, oh, if I can only warn myself. But people were telling me, they're like, you're gonna get jumped, you're gonna get a fight, something's gonna happen. And I was like, no, like, nothing's gonna happen, I'm gonna touch. Like, I was all, I'm gonna touch, nobody's gonna touch me, this and that, right? I should have listened. But anyways, I texted my mom during school, and I was like, blank is going to the carnival after school, can I go with her? Like, her mom could take us, this and that. And mom was like, sure, like, whatever, you know. Like, she wasn't I guess she wasn't thinking in time, but she was like, sure. Oh, I told her, I was like, nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna. Guys, my storage literally keeps on freaking playing with me. Anyways, but I was reassuring her. I was like, I'm not gonna get touched, this and that. So she was like, go ahead. So I went, and then during like the whole carnival thing, I was fine. I saw some like old friends. I said hi, and then all of a sudden, I see my ex-boyfriend. And mind you, I was with my friend Brianna, and she has a cousin, and her cousin was best friends or something at the time with my ex-boyfriend. And mind you, I wasn't with my ex-boyfriend during this time, but I saw him, and little obsessed me wanted to stay with him. What? You wanted to stay with your ex-boyfriend? You wanted to stay with your ex-boy? Oh my god. Yes, I wanted to stay with my ex-boyfriend. Let me take another food bite, cause this is actually freaking embarrassing. Anyways, I wanted to stay with my ex-boyfriend, so I told my friend, like, let me stay with you. Like, I'm gonna stay with him. Like, let me stay with you guys. So I stayed with them, and I was like, kind of like, I don't think I was flirting with him, but I was definitely talking to him. And I remember there's this ride, Freak Out. It was like the scariest ride there, whatever, the most popular. And I really wanted to go on with him, but the thing is, he had the 1 week bracelet, meaning you had to buy a whole ticket to get into it, and his broke ass didn't want to buy it. Am I supposed to say that? I'm just kidding, guys. He just didn't want to buy a ticket. So I was like, I'll buy it for you, this and that. And my jaw was broke too. I didn't have no money with me. I didn't even buy my own wristband. Oh my god. I was like, I'll buy it for you, this and that. And he was like, okay, then buy it for me. And I only had enough to buy one ticket. So then he came up with the excuse that, oh, if my best friend can't come with the ride with me, then I'm not going. I only had enough to buy his ticket, not his friend's too. What? So he ended up not going on that ride, and I think I went on the ride without him. But I was so desperate that I was willing to buy him a ticket. Somebody should have shot. What was that bad? Somebody should have beat my butt right there and then. But they waited. Anyways, so then moving on, we were just walking around. We were going in different rides, and we were just like having a good time. So then it comes to the point where we're talking about the Ferris wheel, because like I think that's the first carnival that had a Ferris wheel, like low-key thinking about it. But we went to the Ferris wheel, we were in line, and I was all telling like my ex-boyfriend, I was like, let's go together. Like I was like, let's go together. Bitch, no. it's like an embarrassment. And I think he said no to me. I'm pretty sure he said no to me, but I was like, we're going together. Ew. I should not be exposing myself this bad. This was 7th grade. I'm a freshman now. That's in the past. Anyways, but I was like, we're gonna go together. So anyways, so little did I know, he had told his cousin where I was at. He had told his cousin what ride I was in. And his cousin did not like me. His cousin was the girl that I was talking bad about. So his cousin did not like me. Like, she wanted to fight me. So he had told his cousin where I was at. And all of a sudden, when I turn around, I see this group, right? And I see his cousin. And I'm kind of already like mentally preparing myself. But she wasn't staring at me or nothing. So I was like, oh, like, not that we're cool, but like maybe she's just not gonna do nothing. Like, maybe I was right. Maybe I'm untouched. But then I'm talking to my friend, right? Like, me and my friend Brianna, like, we're talking, right? And all of a sudden, this girl, I don't know who she is. She had a shiesty mask on. She was prepared. I thought it was a man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I thought it was a man. But all of a sudden, she, by the way, I'll insert the clips. But all of a sudden, I like turn around and this girl with a blue hoodie and a shiesty mask comes up to me and was like, oh, so you want to be talking shit? Like, I still remember, she was like, oh, so you want to be talking shit? And she grabs my hair and started, boom. And like, that was my second fight. So I knew nothing about fighting. So I was just like I don't know what the hell I was doing. So I just remember her like swinging me around, and then I was on top of her, or she wasn't on top of me. We were like side to side, I think, like you know, like laying side to side. And then all of a sudden, her girlfriend, who also had a shiesty mask on, these girls were prepared. I thought that was a guy too, but who also had a shiesty mask on. She comes and grabs me by my hair and like puts me to the ground. Like, I don't, like, so I was on top of her girlfriend, or like not on top, like on the side, something like that. And she grabs my hair and she like, boom. So like she grabs me down and like I'm like laying on like concrete, but was I like just laying down, or was I still hitting back? Excuse me. I'm pretty sure I was still hitting back. So I'm just like hitting everywhere because it's two girls that jumped me. And all of a sudden, my ex-boyfriend's cousin, the one that I was like originally talking shit about, she comes and grabs my hair for like 2 seconds and like throws 2 little punches. Well, not little, but like more. I didn't feel anything, honestly. Like, that whole fight, I think the adrenaline, however you say it, got to me, and I did not feel like nothing. I was not feeling nothing because of the adrenaline or whatever. So I wasn't really feeling much. And then all of a sudden, like, this old guy like freaking grabs me and was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm not even doing nothing. What the fuck? So I can't do this right. I can't do it. Anyway, but all of a sudden this guy separates us, and I was just like, who's that? It's my mom. I was just like, and like in the video you can see I was just like, I think I said that like 2 times already, but in the video you can see I was just like, I was confused. And then this guy like holds me. Like, did you think I was gonna run? Well, most people when they get in a fight, they just run off, you know. But I didn't run because I was a little kid. I didn't know what to do. It was my first, like, I did not know what to do. So I just stayed there like a dummy. I just stayed there. And I think the cops came. I don't be exposing myself here. Guys, I'm not the same little girl anymore, okay? But I called my mommy. I was scared, so I called my mommy. And I was like, mommy, I just got jumped. And she was like, what? And I remember she called she was on the phone, and she called my stepdad's name. She was like, Bella just got jumped, like, we gotta go pick her up. And I'm like, And after the cops came, they took me to the front. And then they're like, "Do you need an ambulance?" And I was like, "Bitch, like, do I look fucked up?" But they hear me. Cause honestly, I didn't even have a scratch. I didn't have a bruise or a scratch. Do you guys hear that? Oh wait, never mind. That's the Gatorade. I was thinking you guys. But I didn't have a scratch, a bruise. I had nothing, like nothing in my face. I was like, do I look messed up? Like, not too much. But then I was like, no, I'm fine. They're like, okay, well, we gotta call your mom. And I was like, I already called. And they're like, okay, but we need to speak to her. But they spoke to her, and then my mommy came, and we went home. And then the video got leaked. Like, the video was going around already. And I was like, who is this? Because I did not know the girl who jumped me. Well, now I do, but before I didn't know who she was. So I was like, who is this? Like, I don't even know her. Hold on, I'm trying to eat this. But at first I didn't know her, so I was like, I do not see an airplane. Yeah. So basically, I didn't know who she was, nothing. So I told her, I was like, who jumped me? Like, who that are? But basically, that's like the story time on how I got jumped. I thought it was gonna be longer, but it wasn't that long. The only advice I have for people is, if you can't, don't talk. And like, I think my issue was that I was talking bad about people I knew could be my butt, but I was still trying to talk because I thought I was so untouched. But now I only talk shit to people that I know I have a fair chance of beating their ass. Not to be cocky, but I'm just saying, if you know you can't beat the person's ass, don't talk. But if you have a fair chance, do all the talking you want. Just make sure that your hands can't match. Just make sure that your hands can always match your mouth. And if you're gonna talk bad about somebody and they come confronting you, don't look weak. Like, don't be like, oh, I never said that. Be like, yeah, I said that, and what? And what? What you gonna do? Oh, that sounds ghetto. I'm not ghetto, but just make sure your hands can match your mouth. That's all I'm saying. But that's it for the story time. Finish my food. It was good. I was fucking that shit up, but it was still yumminess. Anyways, that's it for the video. Did I'm leaving anything out? I don't think so. You guys saw the video. Let me know who you guys, I'm not gonna say let me know who you guys think won. They obviously won. I got jumped. Be so for real. But it's okay. It's all peace and love. By the way, if you guys did watch my old video, I did make the story time before. But for any of you new viewers, here's part 2 of it. Part 100. I probably made like 100 videos of this, but I got my butt beat, so might as well make a good point of it, if that makes sense. But make sure you like this video, subscribe, hit the thumbs up hit the thumbs up button, and comment down below, or let me know any of my other social medias right here what other videos you guys want from me, and I will try to bring them, because honestly I have no more video ideas. And also I'll be posting every I'll be posting every Wednesday and Sunday. So for you guys that aren't subscribed, you better subscribe. Like, I'm being so for real with you. You better subscribe. Thank you. But yeah, if you guys can come back to my channel every Wednesday and Sunday, there will be a new video uploaded at 7 p.m. Chicago time. I don't know my PST or my EST or whatever the hell it's called. Pacific Eastern. That sounds so stupid if that's not what it means. That better be what it means. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Isn't this background like pretty? I was gonna do this background or this background, but it shows like everybody's houses, so I decided to just do this one, you know. So yeah, but subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.